Hi future engineers, palagi ba kayong stressed, pagod at tinatamad, pero gusto niyong pumasa at mag-top sa college and board exam? Subscribe and watch all my videos and I promise na magiging the best kayo sa engineering in short period of time. Katatapos lang ng exam mo, tapos bigla kang napaisip, saan galing itong mga tricky words na to? Hindi naman tinuro ni sir, wala rin sa binasa kong book. Kung nangyari yan sa hiyan, hindi ka nag-iisa. Kaya sa video na ito, ipapaliwanag natin ng malinaw at simple ang applications of the first law of thermodynamics, which is the law of conservation of energy. Para sa susunod na exam mo, hindi ka na mabibigla sa mga tanong na ganito. So, conservation of energy, alam natin, it always starts with energy in equals energy out. So ngayon pupunta tayo sa applications niyan, okay? So sa open system, we have two applications. First, sa compressor and turbine. Second, sa nozzle and diffuser, okay? So compressor, ini-increase niya both pressure and enthalpy, okay? So para tumaas yung value nila, kailangan natin ng work input, okay? Pag work input, ibig sabihin yung work mo is done on the system. So alam natin, pag work done on, ibig sabihin yan, negative work. So ibig sabihin pala, yung work produced by the compressor is a negative work, okay? So para mas ma-visualize natin, meron tayong diagram ng compressor. So we have inlet at section 1, outlet at section 2, and meron tayong shaft. Para gumana si compressor, para umigop siya ng fluid, kailangan itong shaft is mag-rotate. Okay? So paano yan mag-rotate? Kailangan natin ng work input. Kaya naging negative si work kasi yung work is done sa system. Now let's say gumana na, umiikot na yung shaft. So higupin niya yung fluid dito sa inlet or sa section 1. So tatagusin ng fluid yung boundary, then lalabas sa outlet at section 2. So yung fluid pressure at section 2 or P2 is greater than the pressure sa inlet or pressure sub 1. Bakit? Kasi nga diba, pag na-compress, ibig sabihin, mababawasan yung volume, tataas si pressure. So sa turbine, it produces mechanical shaft work and decreases enthalpy. So in order to produce mechanical shaft work or mapaikot yung shaft, di ba, kailangan natin ng work output. So pag yung work is palabas, ibig sabihin work is done by the system. Okay? So ibig sabihin pala yung work produced by the turbine is a positive work. So magiging positive yung value niya. Okay? So ito yung diagram natin, turbine. So we have inlet at section 1, outlet at section 2, and meron tayong shaft. Okay? So itong turbine, alam natin, iikot yan kapag nag-interact yan sa fluid. Diba? So pag umikot yan, iikot din tong shaft na connected sa kanya. So yung source ng pag-ikot is galing sa turbine, okay? So ibig sabihin yan, palabas yung work, and therefore work is done by the system, kaya positive work. So dito, pressure 1 is greater than pressure 2, okay? Mas mataas yung pressure sa inlet kaysa dun sa outlet. Bakit? Kasi pag turbine, tandaan nyo, ang nangyayaring process dyan, expansion. So pag may expansion, ibig sabihin nababawasan yung enthalpy and pressure, okay? Kasi sa compressor, ang nangyayari compression. Ibig sabihin, yung pressure mo naman tumataas and also yung enthalpy, okay? Tataas si pressure and enthalpy. So punta tayo sa formulas. So first, compressor and turbine, okay? So we have two formulas. Steady flow work is equivalent to total enthalpy 1 minus total enthalpy 2, okay? Or mass times specific enthalpy 1 minus specific enthalpy 2, okay? So paano yung na-derive? So, but before derivation, okay, dapat alam natin yung tatlong assumption pagdating sa compressor and turbine, okay? Ano ba yung tatlo? First, steady state operation. Second, it is negligible, okay? And change in potential and kinetic energy is also considered as negligible, okay? So, derivation, energy in is equivalent to energy out, okay? So, meron tayong Q, kinetic energy, change in potential, change in enthalpy, plus steady flow work, okay? So, sa assumption, wala ng Q or heat, kinetic, wala, potential, wala. So, matitira tayo ng dalawa, okay? We have change in enthalpy plus steady flow work. Okay, so isolate lang natin si steady flow work. Tapos yung change in enthalpy, okay? So nilipat mo, magkakaroon ng negative. Tapos H sub 2 minus H sub 1, okay? So distribute the negative. So magiging H sub 1 minus H sub 2. Okay, so paano nakuha to? Itong MH1 minus MH2. Okay, di ba? Sa previous discussion, okay, pag total, okay, like total internal energy, equivalent yun sa M or mass times specific internal energy. Same with total enthalpy, okay? So, it is equivalent sa mass times specific enthalpy. Okay? Kaya lumabas to. Tapos, since parehas yung mass, pwede natin ilabas. Okay? So, magiging ganito na yun. Second, nozzle and diffuser. For nozzle, sinasabi dyan, it increases velocity but decreases pressure. So, ito yung nozzle natin. Ito yung section 1, ito yung section 2. Then, yung fluid mag-enter dito and exit dito. Okay? So, mapapansin natin that yung area 1 is greater than the area 2. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, yung area 2 mo, mas maliit yung area, yung velocity mo doon, mas mabilis kaysa sa velocity 1. Okay? So, parang sa water hose, di ba? Pag inipit natin yung water hose sa garden, bumibilis yung velocity. So, ganun lang din yung idea dito, okay? And since bumilis yung velocity mo sa section 2, okay, bababa ngayon yung pressure. And therefore, we can say pressure 1 is greater than pressure 2. Okay? So, bakit? Diba? Ang relationship ng velocity and pressure is inversely proportional. So, ano bang ibig sabihin nun? Okay? It means, kapag tumaas si velocity, bababa si pressure. Or, pag bumaba si velocity, tataas si pressure. Pag diffuser, sabi, pinapabagal niya yung velocity, pero tumataas yung pressure. Okay? So, ito yung diagram natin. So, section 1, section 2, tapos dito papasok and mag-exit yung fluid. Okay? So makikita natin, area 2 is greater than area 1. So mas maliit yung area 1, therefore yung velocity 1 is greater than velocity 2. Mas mabilis si velocity 1 kay 2, ibig sabihin yung pressure niya mababa. So P2 is greater than P1. So punta tayo sa formulas ng nozzle and diffuser. Okay? So basically, we have two formulas. Ito and ito. Okay? So but before derivation, alamin natin yung assumption for nozzle and diffuser. So we have three assumptions pagdating sa nozzle and diffuser. Okay, first, steady state operation. Second, yung work and heat transfer are negligible. Third, yung change in potential energy is also negligible. So let's start with energy in equivalent to energy out. Okay, so Q, change in kinetic, change in potential, change in enthalpy, plus steady flow work. Okay, sabi sa assumption, walang heat, walang potential energy, walang steady flow work. So matitira, change in kinetic energy plus change in enthalpy. Yung change na yan, okay, maging KE2 minus KE1. And change in enthalpy maging H sub 2 minus H sub 1. Okay, so ililipat lang natin yung mga H. So magkakaroon tayo ng H sub 1 minus H sub 2 is equivalent sa KE2 minus KE1. Okay, so yung 1, pwede nating sabihin in. Okay, yung 2, pwede nating sabihin out. Okay, so parehas lang itong dalawa. Okay, and alam natin yung kinetic energy is equivalent to 1/2 mv squared. Okay, since parehas yung 1/2 m nila, okay, lalabas natin, kung matitira sa loob, b sub 2 squared minus b sub 1 squared. Okay,